So over the weekend in all of Australia's capital cities, we saw thousands of people come out protesting against immigration. One of the key reasons why they were protesting, they say, was because of the housing crisis. They say that sort of the more people we have coming into Australia, it affects the housing market. It inflates demand and means that there's less housing stock for, I guess, Australian residents. It's putting strain on Australia's amenities. Politicians have largely come out to condemn, I guess, the infiltration of neo-Nazis at these protests, but they've kind of acknowledged that, Australians are feeling the strain of the housing crisis. Anthony Albanese has said that, there'll always be good people at these protests, but he's made the point that multiculturalism has made Australia better, and that while it does reflect that there are Australians with concerns that immigration has sort of tightened the housing supply market, maybe put more pressure on amenities like hospitals and schools, but generally Australia has benefited from multiculturalness. The figure we got today was the permanent migration number that the Australian government kind of has control over, the number of humanitarian visas, family visas and skilled migrant visas that the government can approve. So that's been set at 185,000. That's the same number the Australian government let in last year as well. So net overseas migration is the figure that is more generally used when you talk about migration levels. It takes in the number of people coming into Australia versus the number of people leaving Australia. And for that figure, it reflects people who have stayed 12 months out of 16 months. So it takes in people who coming to Australia to start a new life or to permanently move here. According to the budget papers from this year, that number is forecasted to reach 260,000 by the 2025 to 26 financial year. In comparison, at the peak post-COVID, that number hit 530,000. Net overseas migration peaked at 530,000 in the 2022 to 23 financial year. Ever since then, they've dropped down pretty considerably. In 2023 to 24, that financial year, the numbers came in at 446,000, and budget estimates this year forecasted them to come in at 260,000, so for 2025 to 26. So you can see that the numbers are coming down considerably, and there was always going to be a peak post-COVID once the borders opened.